The day I graduated college in 2005, I decided to start a rental company. It took a few years until it became successful enough to be my full-time job, but now it's all I do. My hope is to help you by sharing my knowledge. So obviously it's important to have goals in your business. Like, where do you want to go? What do you want to do? How big do you want to get? In the beginning, I didn't really have clear goals. I just wanted to work for myself and make money. I didn't want to work in an office because I hated office life. So I was just going aimlessly without goals. My goal wasn't even to grow. I was just growing on accident because I was saying yes to everything. But then once I got to a certain level and things got a little easier and I was making more money, and then I sat down and thought about my goals. Right now I'm 36. My kid is 11. I want to work doing this until he graduates college so that he has, something to do in the summer and make money. And then after he graduates, I either want to give this to the employees or something, and then I still am on payroll, or sell it all outright, or, just hire someone to take care of everything and I just make all the money and never have to be here. And when, 10, 12 years from now, I just want to drive around to all my businesses, the properties I own, the event center that I plan on doing. I just want to drive around to all those and just check on them. I don't actually want to be doing physical labor because me and my wife want to travel. So I'm figuring I can retire around 48 and not have responsibilities and just travel the world. Not like go somewhere for a weekend. We want to go somewhere for a month and like Airbnb or rent a house and stay there and experience the country. So those are my goals right now. I'm not trying to become a multi-million-dollar company. I could probably if I push growth a lot, but I really don't want to. I want to save money. Right now I make just under $500,000. I think we'll make more than that next year. Depending on the year, I can take away anywhere from $150,000 to $250,000 for myself. This past year was one of those growth years. I only took home $80,000 for myself, so that kind of sucked. But a typical year, I'm taking between $150,000 to $250,000, depending on expenses and if it's a growing year. So most of that I just throw away. I don't spend money like crazy. I know in some of my other videos you see I got a skee ball machine and arcade things and a gym, but those things were years in the making. I wanted a skee ball machine for a long time. I waited 12 years until I found a deal on it on Craigslist. So I found it for really cheap and bought it. My gym equipment costs me less than 2 years of a gym membership to have at my house. Everything's been bought off of Craigslist, used for really cheap, and I'm willing to wait for it. I don't spend money like crazy on myself. I don't buy fancy cars. I don't go out to fancy meals all the time, and I don't buy fancy toys. If I want a toy, I'll put it on my list, and I can wait 12 years until I find it for cheap. So I don't need to get it right away. So that's kind of what my goals are. My goal is not to become super rich and have a giant company that makes $5 million a year. My goal is to retire at 45, 48, whatever, save a bunch of money, have $1 to $2 million in savings and some bonds that pay me dividends every month, and then just go traveling. And then meanwhile still have my fingers in all these little businesses making anywhere from $100,000 to $150,000 a year off of them, and just be free. I busted my ass since 2005, worked 80-hour weeks, hired lots of people, spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on equipment. I've cried, I've bled, I've broken bones, I've put everything into this business and driven it to where it is. So I don't want to be doing this forever. I want an early retirement and I want to be out traveling the world. So that means take my money from this, put it away. Don't start buying Lamborghinis and motorcycles and stuff. Just put it away so I can have a high quality of life from the age of 48 and on. So those are my goals, and they're entirely attainable as long as I am diligent about taking my money from here and putting it away and not buying toys and being crazy. What are your goals? Why are you getting into this? I'm assuming you're getting into this because you want to own a business. You don't want to work for someone and you want to create wealth. Well, I think you're in the right business as long as you're diligent. You can get there too, as long as you just put that money away. Don't be buying toys. Don't be increasing the standard of your living by something crazy. Just put that money away. You'll probably be able to retire at 50 as well, and then just go traveling the world, having fun, doing whatever you want. Thanks for watching. Put your goals down in the bottom. I'm interested to know. Thanks.